Run it. Run it. Run it. Bam. Bam.
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
According to insider reports, undefeated boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. made a surprise visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles, where the Filipino icon is preparing for his comeback fight against Mario Barrios. The unexpected meeting between these two boxing greats has sent shockwaves through the sports world, reigniting conversations about their storied rivalry, mutual respect, and the shifting dynamics within the world of boxing. Floyd Mayweather's reported visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp is more than a casual gesture. It reflects the deep, complex bond between two of boxing's greatest icons. Their storied rivalry peaked with the 2015 Fight of the Century, a historic bout that captivated the world and left a lasting legacy. Since then, Mayweather has built a successful career as a promoter and exhibition fighter, while Pacquiao turned his focus to politics and humanitarian work. Despite their different paths, the respect forged in the ring has never faded, and this surprise encounter rekindles interest in their enduring connection.
You fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. I didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. He punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who, for one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same.
The rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is one of the most significant and lucrative in boxing history. Spanning over a decade, their 2015 showdown was a result of years of intense anticipation, complex negotiations, and global demand. Talks for the fight began as early as 2009, when both fighters were at their peak, but disputes over drug testing protocols and promotional disagreements caused repeated delays before it finally materialized.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather is a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that. He shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Manny Pacquiao's boxing career is nothing short of extraordinary. He has won 12 major world titles and captured the lineal championship in 4 weight classes: flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. Uniquely, Pacquiao is the only boxer to have claimed world titles in 4 different decades. from the 1990s through the 2020s. His fights have drawn huge global audiences, generating over $1.2 billion in revenue across 25 pay-per-view events, underscoring his immense impact and enduring popularity in the
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished second and third respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo.
In September 2021, Manny Pacquiao announced his retirement from boxing to pursue a political career. He ran for president of the Philippines in the 2022 elections but was unsuccessful. Despite the loss, he remained active as a senator and continued his extensive philanthropic and humanitarian efforts across the country.
Thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go. We got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromised, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm a miss him.
At age 46, nearly 4 years after retiring, Manny Pacquiao has officially announced his return to the ring. He's set to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19th, 2025, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion in Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147, welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division. And there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unifications. We don't want undisputed. And we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Ryan Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still two debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm A-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but listen. You are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do the little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this?
George Kambosos Jr. once had the invaluable opportunity to train alongside Manny Pacquiao, an experience he credits as transformative in his boxing journey. More than just refining his technique, Kambosos learned the deeper aspect of the sport, mental toughness, discipline, and a relentless drive to exceed limits. He often emphasizes that Pacquiao's influence extended beyond physical training, teaching him that boxing is as much mental as it is physical. Observing Pacquiao in camp, Kambosos absorbed how to combine speed, strategy, and preparation into a complete, effective fighting approach.
Trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you'd been. How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns.
So it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When Jeff got, obviously, the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-on-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and goes, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old American boxer from San Antonio, Texas, currently holds a WBC welterweight title. He earned the belt with a commanding win over Dennis Yugas in September 2023, scoring 2 knockdowns and securing a unanimous decision with scores of 118 to 107 and 117 to 108. This decisive victory marked a major turning point in Barrios' career, elevating him to full champion status after Terrence Crawford vacated the title to move up to super welterweight.
Time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you. When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
You were the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Oh, yeah, my sister is like, she couldn't spar other people a lot of times.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
It was like overwhelming, man. She was just naturally strong. And so yeah, most of the time, there were dudes. But I couldn't really even like spar with her serious until I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
Mario Barrios is not underestimating Manny Pacquiao. Despite the significant age gap and the Filipino legend's long absence from the ring, Barrios is approaching this fight with full focus and determination, preparing as if he's facing Pacquiao in his prime. From the outset, his training camp has been intense and all business. His coaches emphasize that they are treating this bout with the seriousness and preparation of a world title fight. There's clear respect for Pacquiao's legendary status, but also a burning desire to make a statement. Barrios isn't just looking for another win. He wants a defining moment, a victory that will be remembered. He knows the risks of facing a boxing icon, but he also sees the immense reward. For Barrios, this is more than a title defense. It's an opportunity to cement his place in boxing history.
A lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story. When he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish, being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll fight now for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Urban. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division, and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Batirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots Ennis.
The upcoming clash between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has stirred widespread interest in the boxing world, drawing mixed reactions from fans and analysts. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has voiced strong support for the fight, emphasizing Pacquiao's legendary status and the history of successful comebacks by former champions. Suleiman remarked, "I do like the idea very much. I think Pacquiao can beat any fighter or be competitive with any fighter." His endorsement highlights the WBC's approval of the matchup, acknowledging Pacquiao's lasting appeal and his continued potential in the sport.
We have Shawn Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Shawn, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the US. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever many years ago was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story.
Floyd Mayweather believes Manny Pacquiao's return to boxing is likely motivated by financial reasons, a common factor behind many fighters' comebacks. Aging legends often seek one last lucrative payday, especially if they haven't fully settled into a stable post-boxing career. Despite this, Mayweather acknowledges Pacquiao's enduring skill, noting that even in his comeback, Pacquiao's ability surpasses many current fighters' best performances. Known for fiercely protecting his legacy as an undefeated champion, Mayweather has sometimes reacted defensively to discussions about other fighters' greatness. For example, YouTuber Showbiz the Adult shared an incident where Mayweather became defensive when it was suggested that Pacquiao might be greater than him. During that exchange, Mayweather allegedly accused Pacquiao of using performance-enhancing drugs, showing just how sensitive he is about his place in boxing history.
Here we go. Who's greater than me? I said Sugar Ray Robinson. He said Sugar Ray Robinson. How many wins he got? I said he got like over 150. He stopped for me. He said, "Well, who got more championship titles? Me or him?" I said, "Hold on, Floyd." He said, "Answer the question." I said, "Floyd, there's more titles now than then. It was just one thing. That's no fair. Answer the question." I said, "Okay, you do I not have 28 titles?" And I was just like, "I don't know." He said, "Oh, you're supposed to be the expert." But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, "Oh my God." He said, "You said something about Pacquiao." Yeah, I said, "I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career." He said, "You ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids?" I said, "He didn't fail any tests, Floyd. And look at me in my eyes." I can't say he didn't tell me. I saw that as a initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel that he's the greatest.
Despite mixed results in his recent exhibition matches, training footage released in early 2025 has reignited excitement among boxing fans. The videos show Manny Pacquiao displaying the same lightning-fast hand speed, agile footwork, and punching power that defined his prime. Observers have praised his impressive conditioning and sharpness, fueling speculation about a full professional return. However, many critics argue that Pacquiao's comeback is unnecessary and could risk tarnishing his legacy. As the only boxer to win world titles in 8 different weight classes, Pacquiao has little left to prove. His decision to challenge WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios has sparked controversy, with some seeing it as a nostalgic move rather than a necessary one. Concerns have also been raised about the fairness of granting Pacquiao a title shot after a 4-year hiatus, potentially bypassing younger, active contenders. While his dedication and past achievements are unquestionable, questions remain about whether this comeback will enhance or jeopardize his storied career.
Then Mauricio Sullivan has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins, 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09, Ricky Hatton, all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Clotley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list.
Prominent figures in the boxing world, including promoter Frank Warren and broadcaster Simon Jordan, have openly criticized Manny Pacquiao's decision to return to the ring at age 46. Warren called the move unnecessary and disappointing, voicing concern over the WBC's choice to rank Pacquiao fifth despite his 4-year absence from professional boxing and a lackluster exhibition performance in 2024. He questioned the integrity of granting Pacquiao an immediate title shot against Mario Barrios, suggesting it undermines the sport's credibility. Some insiders compare Pacquiao's upcoming fight to entertainment-driven spectacles like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. While those bouts are seen as shows, Pacquiao's fight carries the weight of a world championship, raising concerns about boxing's merit-based system. Critics argue that awarding a title shot to a 46-year-old former champion after a 4-year hiatus and recent exhibition loss weakens boxing's competitive standards. Health risks and motivations, whether genuine passion or commercial gain, add complexity to the debate. However, supporters praise Pacquiao's exceptional conditioning and dedication, believing his comeback could reignite excitement, inspire fans, and extend his legacy by showcasing his enduring passion and resilience.
Manny Pacquiao. And about 7 to 8, maybe 9, 10 years ago, I would have said, hells yeah, if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But man, he's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His last fight was in 2021, and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his exhibition bout against the kickboxer guy in Japan. That didn't look good. This is a bad idea. A really bad idea. And again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson. And yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly hurt. And it was a terrible idea for him to do that. And there were some health issues and everything else. Luckily, Mike didn't get super hurt in the fight. But this is a world championship level fight against a sitting world champion. And Manny does not belong in there. And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt bad.
Do you think Manny Pacquiao's comeback enhances or diminishes his legacy? Share your thoughts and join the conversation in the comment below. I'd love to hear your opinion.